question that's just come through from David in Chicago. Good morning, David. How are you doing? And welcome on board. Now, David is asking how close the wildebeest are to the lion and if they are heading towards them. And Dave, that is a good question because they are indeed heading towards the lion. They're probably about half a mile away from them at the moment. And in that space, they could veer off drastically. But thankfully for these wildebeest, I don't think they've got too much to worry about. The lion have been feeding on this buffalo for 3 days, and yes, I know they will certainly take any opportunity they can to make another kill. But they've almost specialized in hunting buffalo, this specific coalition, and the buffalo are a little bit slower and easier to get onto, not necessarily easier to bring down and kill, but a little bit easier to actually bring down than a wildebeest. The thing that makes it tricky once the lion have brought down a buffalo is that often the herd can return and try and chase off the lion, so I don't think the wildebeest have anything to worry about for now. But good question, and they are certainly heading towards them. A few hyena tracks heading up and down this road, which is no surprise. There's probably been a lot of traffic of hyena. Rather than waiting there for, it would have been 2 days now, or 3 days, as soon as the lion killed that buffalo, rather than waiting the whole time for the lion to finish the kill and move off, then allowing the hyena a chance to feed on the bones and the leftovers. A lot of hyena will come, check, move off if there's no luck, because sorry folks, it's just a beautiful opportunity to get some dwarf mongoose peeking their head out of their holes first thing in the morning. Look at that. We had a great sighting a few days ago of these dwarf mongoose playing in the road. These are still sunning themselves at the base of their, or at the entrance to their burrows within this termite mound. There's a few scurrying through the grass. Morning. That little voice I was making was the closest I can do to dwarf mongoose chat. That's similar to the sound they make when they are alarmed, and hence their response, so they peeked their heads up at us and showed us some interest. Really, really cute animals, but we'll leave them to it. Don't want to get in the way of starting their day. Wonderful. Who would have thought that they live in just this tiny little patch in the ground, and beneath those little mounds of sand will be a network of tunnels that they live in. Beautiful, beautiful Lilac Breasted Roller. It does look like a juvenile. That could well have been born a few months ago, but I would like to just double check with my binoculars. Yes, it looks like it could be a youngster that's just been born. It didn't have, bless you, I was just sneezing there as it took off, hence why I couldn't follow it, but no problem, it has moved off, and it was just a brief visual of what looked to be a juvenile Lilac Breasted Roller. The adults have a far brighter lilac and turquoise coloration on their feathers. I heard one doing their mating call the other day, and you can sometimes get them excited and cause them to do it, and what they do is they shoot up, fly up directly into the sky and then tumble down in a very impressive display. So I just want to see if we can get it to do it again. Like I said, I did hear one doing it the other day, their call, so I think they are starting to pick up the breeding spirits. Now if we hear it start calling, what we can expect is shortly after it's finished its call, it does this directly vertical flight about 30 feet up into the air, and then simply stalls its engine and tumbles back down to the ground, and just before hitting the ground it swoops off. Come on. I think it's still a bit too early in their mating season.